on a little realistic TRC 422A on a little Radio Shack regulated power supply from the 70s, the one with the little rocker switch and the red light, and got a D104 on it, and going into the Lazy H. You're coming in good down here too. You're about S6 down here. It's a pretty stingy needle on this thing, but you're about S6. How's this old 1980 TRC 422A mobile with the D104 sound?
Well, you'll be able to listen to it yourself because I'm doing a video gate on you right now. So I'm recording the thing on my Tram Titan 2. The thing sounds great, man. You're coming through S9, sounding fantastic, great audio and all that jazz. That antenna is definitely working for you. I'm using the Tram Titan, original, AM only, and my Firebird and my IMAX 2000 up the hill there. So that's the station situation on this end. Night Ranger, back your way, 441.
Okay, you almost got the S9. I got a video gate going right now. I have my HD camera pointed at the TRC 422A, so it's recording it, so you'll get to hear yourself as well. Yeah, anyway, I'm already looking at my next project on the local, one of the local classifieds down here. Somebody is offering up for sale a Mako 300 for $50. Of course, that's got the 8950 in it, and they claim the tubes are bad. But I've already got a bunch of 9-pin tube sockets, ceramic tube sockets, and I got a whole bunch of those 6KM6 tubes ordered. I found a site selling them for $7 a piece, so I ordered 16 of them. So I might pick up that Mako 300, retube that whole thing and switch it over to the 6KM6s, and then you'll hear me into that thing.
Well, you're doing a good job with that DNA Maverick now, and the 422A. That's cutting right through here. It's kind of quiet at the moment, actually. Things were pretty rough and tough off and on, especially with the side channel splatter. 15 and 11 were really making things rough around here. That last over, you got up over my 10/9 on the Tram Titan meter, which is a good meter for the video gate because it's easily seen. Nice to have the conditions in there. The South Carolina so good. Back at you, Night Ranger.
Yeah, well, you're coming in good too. I was hoping I'd get to use this thing before the skip back out for the winter season. It's actually been pretty strong, you know. Normally I get a couple of skips around December, but man, this year it's really been wide open here for about the past 2.5 weeks. By the time I get on work, it just cut loose.
Well, there was big solar flares on the sun over the weekend, and sunspots are active. So the last couple of days have been real good for DX. Last couple of mornings, I was on the Barker & Williamson on 10 meters AM, 29 megahertz, and I literally had a pile up. All of Europe was calling me. I was running about 250 watts of carrier on the B&W and through my 3-element Yagi, and it was fun, man. I had a pile up.
You know, I've never tried that. I've never tried AM on 29 megahertz, but maybe I should. I have a classic as far as ham radios. I have a Drake 4 B line. I have the R4B receiver and the T4XC transmitter, and the MS4 and AC4 power supply that go with it. Now, I haven't taken that thing out of the box in a couple of years. It's in mint. The receiver is. The transmitters are pretty good, but the receivers, man, I ought to pull that thing out and take it up there.
Yeah, absolutely, man. You absolutely should take that thing up there on AM. There's plenty of stations up there. This morning, the last 2 mornings, it was real active. You know, anywhere from 29 to 100. There was plenty of stations in there. There was no shortage, that's for sure. And I was just in there having a blast. You know, had my own run going on. I never had such a thing. You know, it was pretty neat sitting there on my boat anchor on AM on 29 megahertz, and all of Europe was calling me. Everything from Finland, you know, down to Spain and everything in between. The UK, Scotland, Wales. It was Germany, Denmark, the Netherlands. It was pretty cool.
Well, I have a little email program set up to email me the solar flux every morning, and I think it's like up to like 140 or 150, so yeah, that solar flare kicked it up. I've only heard Germany one time on AM, and it was a couple of weeks ago. Some guy in Germany came in on channel 28. I was on the J-pole and heard him. I don't think I got back to him, but I heard him in there, so I was surprised. Especially on this band on AM, but sure enough, Germany on channel 28 early in the morning about 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, well, this is what the solar cycle is supposed to be like, and it should be like this for at least a whole year if it's a real solar cycle. But it only seems to be a few days at a time. I got about 5 seconds left on this card. I'm going to reload and take a standby and see if any